Hello and welcome to the Wheel Crime Podcast. This podcast is run by two ladies who play games, shout profanities, and laugh way too often. Also, this podcast does cover topics of sensitive nature, and as such, listener discretion is advised.
Hello, and welcome to the final episode of 2025. My name is Jen.
My name is Emily. Emily and Jen. Emily and Jen. Like, that wasn't super annoying. My voice is toast. Merry Christmas. We're all sick. That's news.
I know.
So lucky us.
My voice is literally recovering from an illness, and I feel like it's so fucking deep right now.
Mine is deep, but also keeps disappearing. Like, I'll be like, just chatting, and then peep, mute.
It's gone.
It's gone. And I'm like, oh, I didn't need that anyway.
She's silent.
She's been silenced. Yeah, the universe was like, ooh, actually, that's for me now, not for
Were you silent or were you silenced?
Silenced. All it does is silence me. I'm never silent. We have a podcast.
That's true. Oh my god. Never even considered.
I swear. Oh my god. Well, Jen, what have you been up to for the holiday season? Have you prepped your Christmas everything? Stockings, hung, chestnuts roasted, all that jazz?
I've been admittedly a little behind this year on things, but yeah, we're getting there. Like, we are basically following at this point. Like, I'm usually way more prepared. Yeah, but we're full law now. Like, I'm gonna watch the movies and do the things soon, probably.
See, I'm already feeling a lot more confident about this year because last year the Canada Post strike hit around Christmas, and I literally had to last minute order Christmas gifts from Amazon, which went terribly. And then all of my stuff was lost in the mail. I didn't receive a single item I'd ordered from Etsy. I had a few items I'd ordered from Etsy. Not one of them came through. They ended up all getting returned to sender on all of them. I got my refunds, thankfully. But yeah, so I was a little salty about last year because I'm also usually a bit of a Grinch, but I've been ahead of the game this year.
Well, that's good. At least one of us is. But
you see,
yeah,
this is but I do have some I don't know what you call it, a little bit of Christmas guilt, Christmas dread, Christmas but not for me, because what's happened
for you.
No, I have a thing. So I did order a bulk of what I'm getting for family over Amazon, just because it's easier to ship out to people's addresses since people are so diverse in where they live now. And I was looking through, and there's a few things for family, since we're going to be visiting different family members over the holidays, that I have coming to our house, as well as my gifts for my husband and the cats, and of course, and I was looking through, and I was like, oh, this is so great that I've been so efficient in ordering all of these things through Amazon. I'm like counting up the numbers of things that I've ordered. I don't even know because I've ordered more things since then. But I was like, oh, this is kind of like a lot. Like, I wonder when it delivers. Everything delivers this Saturday when I am not home.
Your husband is gonna kill you.
I'm gonna be so fucking dead, dudes. It's not even funny. I'm gonna come back from visiting Jen because we're gonna go crack some nuts at the ballet, and he's gonna fucking kill me.
Oh my god. See, every time I drive to Emily's house, because she lives in the country, if you don't know Emily's lore, there's like always literally a fleet of Amazon trucks that I pass on the way. And the joke is, for me and my husband at least, we're like, oh look, the crew's heading to Emily's house.
All Amazon drivers always end up at my house. All roads, all Amazon packages end up at Emily's house. It's true though.
I think the last time I drove past where the exit to your little township that you live in, there was like literally 15 that I passed, and I'm like, and they were all turning that way. I was like, they're all headed to her house. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Facts though, because one person will drop off one package, and then a second person will drop off a second package, and I'm like, at least we're all employed. That's all I gotta say.
You know what? They're not efficient, but they all just want to take turns visiting you and the
That's what I
cats.
mean. They're like, oh, we're just here to see the sights, hit the road.
Yeah,
They're hungry for travel. They just love it.
exactly. You've got a nice view in front of your house.
How
They just like want to
else
see the
are they
vibes.
going to listen to podcasts unless they drive out here to deliver
That's
my
what I'm saying.
packages?
I'm like, me and the Amazon people are all in a commune on our way to your house. Like,
I'm very popular. It's true.
we're,
Um,
we're all leaving the big city to head to
yeah, the
Emily's.
facts is if Jen is recording solo episodes next year, it's because I actually was killed and buried somewhere. I'm not even kidding, dude. It's so many things. So many things. And they're all coming on Saturday. I was like looking and
Oh
I
my
was like, oh, fuck my life. Fuck my stupid Chungus life.
I actually love that for you though. Like I can't wait for like your husband to open the front door and just be like hit in the face with
Well,
like
he won't be able to
thousands of
leave.
Amazon
It'll be filling the
packages.
catio. He won't be able to open the door.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like instead of being snowed in, he's like Amazoned in.
I'm I'm putting money down. Not really. I'm putting fake Monopoly money down right now because I just don't did all my Christmas shopping and I have done that. I'm getting a phone call Saturday the minute you and I leave the ballet, being like, "What have you done?" I am
What is this shit?
literally I feel it like deep in my heart of hearts that this is gonna happen.
You know what? And then we can enjoy the aftermath of that conversation over a nice big bowl of hot pot.
See, Jen and I know how to do the holidays right. Ugh! Super
Yeah.
ballet, cracking some nuts.
Soup and ballet. That's my dream,
It's
guys.
true, nothing else.
It's what's getting me through the winter.
But like, actually, though.
But like
But like,
actually,
actually,
like,
though.
but anyways, we have a very special episode. We've been promising you guys a listener story episode, and we are here to deliver today.
Yeah, I know. It's only been cooking for 2 months because I got
I
COVID or
can't even believe
something.
that.
I literally
Yeah.
don't understand what happens with me. Just I get sick. So since I've had my tonsils removed a couple years ago, it's either I just get a little bit sick as a treat, or I'm like on my deathbed.
Yeah, I know. You're like plague patient number one, I swear to God.
It's true. But since we're here with the listener episode, we don't typically do a questions round for this one. So for those of you who love the wheel, which I'm sure is none of you, um I'm aware. I'm self-aware. Okay. Uh we will
We read
not
your emails.
yeah. We love Fibby. Yay. We will be skipping that today because it's hard to quiz each other on stories that we don't know, or at least I don't know, because Jen is usually the one that formats the listener story episodes.
I was trying to, give myself a Christmas present this year as well. So I didn't pre-read any of them, so I don't fully know what we're getting ourselves into today. I just picked like random ones that had varying lengths. So we're both going to be surprised today.
Amazing. I will do my best to skip over any super identifying information because that feels
I
like a
don't
good
like
thing
I
to
like
do.
I kind of briefly skimmed everything to make sure it wasn't like, you fucking idiots, you're so stupid.
Fuck your show and fuck both your stupid chungus lives.
Yeah, those ones we're not reading on the show, guys. Come on.
But thanks for
Don't
the
clog up the
effort.
Google form with that.
I
Send us an
guess.
email instead.
It's true. I prefer my hate mail literally as hate mail. That is my preference.
Yeah.
So
Make it like a pretty color or something. Come on.
yeah, come on.
Put some effort in
All right.
to your hate mail.
So then it looks like I haven't read it yet, but it looks like I'm going first. Is there anything else we want to talk about though before we get into it?
No, I think we should get right into it. I'm very excited.
All right, me too. Hi, wheel people. Hell yeah, brother. Let's go.
You know what? That's a term of endearment.
That's good. I like it.
like being known as a wheel person.
It just reminds me of middle school when people would be like, I'm certain this is not a thing anymore. I do have younger siblings I could ask, but remember when people would be like kind of casually seeing people and they'd be like, "Oh, she's fucking wheeling. She's wheeling people." That's all I can think about when I read the term like when you're referencing people as wheels or that in the same sentence. That's all I think about.
Major slay for us.
Super slay. Okay, so this happened last Christmas, and honestly, it still messes with me. Everyone else has cute stories like caroling or baking cookies, but no, I get the creepiest holiday weirdness of all time. Isn't that the truth, though? It's like, oh, everybody else can have a
Yeah.
normal life. Not me, though.
No, I'm like over here just struggling like cool. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't want a normal experience anyway.
Yeah, you're like, you all keep your ho-hos and your gingerbread law. I'm
Yeah.
fucking struggling, but it's fine.
I didn't want to be jolly, okay? If I wanted to be jolly, then I would, but I don't.
And you know exactly what I mean. No, I don't. But
Mm-mm-mm.
but I feel it. I don't know what you mean, but I feel
Yeah.
it. Okay. It started a few days before Christmas Eve. I kept getting these calls around 3 in the morning, which is already rude. Facts. Because I was trying to be
Yeah.
festive and well rested. You know what? I feel this, actually. Very, so far, we're on the same page.
I relate to you so much, dear listener.
Yeah. Um, I'd answer, and it was just like breathing, like slow, heavy breathing, like somebody who walked up
Ew.
too many stairs. And I kept thinking maybe it was a drunk relative or something because it's Christmas. Dude, that was my first thought when you said you heard heavy breathing on the line. I was like, oh, that's for sure somebody you know who's just like
That's
hosed,
your uncle.
hosed and trying to get your attention. Or something because it's Christmas and people get weird. But it kept happening every night, same time. Then on Christmas Eve, it rang again. Oh, whatever. Those are Santa's hours. You can't be doing that.
Mm-mm.
I was just done. I picked up and snapped something like, "Can you not? I'm supposed to be dreaming about cookies and joy right now." Oh god. And then the breathing stopped suddenly, like whoever it was got startled, and that somehow made it creepier because the next morning I got this text from the same number saying, "I'm not the one calling you." Shut the fuck up. No.
Ew. That's like those scams though, where like the scammers like call you from some random number they've lifted and then you try calling them back and they're like, "Hello, this I didn't call you. You called me."
I have done that, but usually for me, you don't really hear people on the other line though. It's just like silent. And then they hang up and
Mm,
you're like, "Oh, you suspicious little beach."
yeah.
Don't like it. No punctuation, no explanation, just that. I blocked it instantly. My thumb hit the screen so fast I nearly broke it. But here's the thing. The phone still does that single ring thing sometimes around Christmas. Not all year, not randomly, just around the holidays. It'll ring exactly once, no number, no caller ID, then nothing. I don't like that. And I
Yeah.
swear it happens at the same time around 3 in the morning, like whatever it is wants to keep the tradition alive. I still listen to the Wheel of Crime when I wrap presents because your podcast makes everything feel less scary. I do appreciate that. But every time I hear that ring, I just sit there holding the wrapping people like, cool, okay, I guess Santa brought me ghosts again this year. Wait, that's
Aw.
first of all, I love the way you talk. This is so fun for me.
Yeah.
Like so funny.
I mean, I love that you don't think our podcast is scary. I think it's scary sometimes, but I guess it's just me.
I mean, you scare me. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm not that scary.
I
But
don't know. You're talking about that creepy lady with no legs. I was a little freaked out.
okay, maybe I might dip my toes in the scariness. But no, I will say though that it is super weird that it's happening around the holidays though, because you would think that if it is somebody who's calling that they would keep it up throughout the rest of the year, but
Hmm.
I don't like that.
At that point, I'm changing my phone number. You know, I'm like giving up on that one.
So you're like, this one's polluted. Start
I
again.
don't like it. I don't like it. It's like I saw a TikTok the other day of like a girl who was like, "Yeah, I have this phone number, and whoever had it before me keeps using it to like open new lines of credit, so debt collectors keep like blowing
my
up this lady's
God.
phone." And she's like, "I can't abandon this phone number. I need it, but I need it to stop
See,
also."
I just remember when I first got my phone number, this would have been, I don't know, I think 2012. It's been a hot minute. But
Yeah.
basically, you probably remember this. I kept getting calls from women, and they were all looking for some guy.
Oh.
And they would get mad at me because they would think that I would. So basically, this guy was going around and picking up women. and then he'd give them my phone number. So then they would call me, and I'd pick up the phone, and they'd be like, "Who are you?" And I'd be like, "Who are you?"
I'm 12.
Yeah, I'm a child. Who are you?
Oh my god, that's so funny, but diabolical.
Yeah, and I love too the Santa brought me ghosts again for Christmas. That's
I mean,
I hate that for you, truly, because
but maybe
as we've said, there should be joy, and definitely cookies, and definitely the color red and green around Christmas time instead of
ghosts.
instead of a very weird festive Scream movie episode that is actually your life. So
I mean, maybe it's just spam callers. Like, you know, they need to really pick up the business for the Christmas scams. Like, they got bills to pay too.
they're like, listen, we got Labubu's to buy. I need you to fall for my scams faster.
Come on. My kid wants Uggs for Christmas. I gotta get some
They're
money
like
here.
6. I don't know how they found out about Uggs, but I gotta buy them.
Like, please help.
Oh my god.
Send help. All right. Well, I'll get on to our next story then. It says, "Hi, Wheel of Crime folks. I love your podcast and I always listen while I cook for my grandma. She lives with me now and talks to my grandpa." Oh, Jesus Christ, that took a turn. He talks to my grandpa like he never died.
Oh my god, that's so sad. But I also,
That
I
is.
understand, but oh my gosh, the heart.
That just went, I'm like, oh, while you listen while you cook with your grandma. Oh, grandma's going through it.
Thanks, listener. Jen's gonna cry on air right now.
grandma's going through it. Okay. He's sitting right there drinking tea. Okay, do you see him too? Girl? Assumed girl?
Oh my god, I just about choked up on coffee so hard. Can you read that sentence one more time? Are we wrong? Is Grandpa still with us?
I always listen while I cook for my grandpa. She lives with me now and talks to my grandpa like he never died, like he's sitting right there drinking tea.
Okay, not funny, to be clear.
No, but oh my god.
I really wish you guys could see Jen's face, though, because the whiplash of horror that just came across her face was priceless.
Okay. Neat. So one night, oh my god. One night she laughed and said he likes your podcast too. I don't like that.
I'm with Grandpa. Thank you, Grandpa.
The dead grandpa likes our podcast.
Good.
Guys. That's a pretty big compliment.
Listen, when I find a way, I'm putting that on our website.
Oh my god. Said it makes the house feel lively. I mean, thank you very much. I still get chills thinking about how she said he's worried about me and she said it like she really hurt him. Sometimes I swear I feel someone walk past me in the kitchen even when it's just us.
Ooh.
That was a roller coaster that we just went on. I feel different than I did before I read that.
You look different than you did before you read
My
that.
life has changed dramatically in those 4 sentences.
That was an emotional journey. Oh my gosh.
It was. Holy
but
shit.
also, I'm still team. I love that Grandpa listens to us. I think.
You know what?
I think that's the
Slay.
best compliment, and that he might be probably still around. I think that's a great compliment.
How many people can say that a ghost confirmed listens to their podcast?
That's what I'm saying. We have the cred now.
Oh my god. I wish he had an Apple Watch or something so we could get the extra view on that.
That's true.
You know?
All right. Now I have. Okay. Okay. So I'm sending this from Phoenix. I'm assuming Arizona. There is only one, right?
I think so. I feel like Arizona's a safe bet.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm sending this from Phoenix, and honestly, I never thought I'd write in, but your episodes about stalkers always hit too close. And maybe this helps somebody.
Okay, girl. Maybe call the police first? I don't know.
Well,
Just
the
a
police
thought.
don't always help with stalker situations. Did you ever deal with stalkers growing up?
Yeah, no. I don't think that I had a
Oh.
stalker growing up.
Interesting.
You had a stalker growing up?
For like a brief amount of time, yes.
Wait, was it,
Yes.
Okay, yes, I did know about that
And
then.
then, yeah, the police does nothing in that situation.
Oh, I hate that.
Yes. So, always hits too close to home, and maybe this helps somebody. I was 19 working late shifts about this man. Wait. I was 19 working late shifts, and this man kept waiting outside for me. I tried to convince myself he was harmless, but you know that gut feeling that crawls up your spine and just says move? Ugh. First of all, I'm just gonna put a caveat here. I'm not sure if our listener talks about this later on. If you have a job and there is always a certain person who is waiting for you after your shift, and it is not somebody you work with, or it could be somebody you work with, but if that is happening, that is a huge red flag.
Yeah.
Big red flag.
Honestly, make sure you never leave alone. Make someone walk you to your car.
Yeah, straight up. So one night he grabs my arm and whispers that he knows where I sleep. And everything in
Okay.
Shut the fuck up. And everything inside me just froze and I felt like my bones turned to ice. Yeah, because that is absolutely horrifying. What do you mean? Like, no.
Mm.
And then I went to the place the next morning. They checked the cameras, but the footage looked weird and like he kept sliding in. Wait. I went to the place the next morning. They checked the cameras and the footage looked weird. Like he kept sliding out of every angle that you could see. Maybe one elbow or the corner of his coat, but never a clear shot like he wasn't fully there.
Is he the grandpa? Like, is he the ghost?
No! This man is not a ghost. I think it's more of a... This man is definitely... knows where the cameras are, I think is the more horrifying detail.
Like he's been
here.
casing the place.
Yeah, it is purposely making sure that it's not noticeable who he is in the footage. Like, I think that was intentional.
Gross.
Yeah.
Wait, did she say? Is it like a retail job or something?
No, just they just say working late, and then they kept waiting outside. One night he grabs my arm and whispers that he knows where I sleep. I'm going to assume either retail or a restaurant, because that kind of has you interacting one-on-one with people quite a bit.
Yeah.
They told me they couldn't find him anywhere in the system. No match, no name, nothing. So for months I slept with all the lights on, and I kept your podcast on too, because hearing people joke about crime or talk about it straight up made me feel like at least somebody understood how terrifying it is. It is absolutely terrifying, and I absolutely do not blame you for leaving the lights on.
Okay, but also listening to a crime podcast when you're already paranoid, probably not the move.
Listen.
Not that I'm discouraging you from listening, but like,
realistically,
put on like
neither
a
Jenn
Disney
or
movie.
I can judge, because we are the people who we are.
But like, girl, like, make yourself a little happy. Like, get some serotonin going.
I don't know. You could listen to crime podcasts and eat a jujube in the middle of the night, I guess.
I'm just saying, it might make you more paranoid. Not that I'm discouraging you listening, but I'm not your therapist, but that's just a wild guess.
You're like, but speaking as though I might know what a therapist might say.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Mine would judge me, okay?
Yeah, mine too. So I have a little bit of experience with this. Very scary. So I totally get it. And then, and it is, and I still double check every door now, even though I'm 24, because I think he might still be out there watching, but I'm trying to be braver every day. And you know what?
Damn, 5 years.
I'm going to say, though, because I feel like these are two really good points. Living in fear of somebody gives them power, even if you don't feel like that's what's happening, because you're changing your entire life around what they're gonna do. Second of all, you're a badass bitch. Look at you. You are 24. You've lived through somebody doing something really fucking creepy.
But also, if you've been listening for 5 years, that means you've been here since the beginning, and that is equally terrifying for me.
Also, so sorry. But also, like, there was something else I was gonna say, because,
I was doing math in my head. I was like, oh my god, 5 years. They've been listening for 5 years.
That is a lot. But no, I'm glad that you listening to us at least was helpful, because god damn. But also, take your power back. And fuck that guy.
Yeah, don't let him win.
You gotta give him the
He's
people's
a weirdo.
elbow.
Yeah.
You can tell that my husband's been forcing me to listen to a lot of wrestling videos recently.
Just Emily watching a WWE match in the background.
No, it's actually
She's
worse.
like, get him.
I fall asleep at night and he watches them to go to sleep. So I'm just
Oh my
like
God.
subconsciously absorbing it.
What is wrong with you people? I need to watch like happy things to go to sleep. People are over here like listening, guess, and then he dismantled her in the tub.
Yes, listen, it's a spectrum. It's either crime or WWE.
God. No wonder I have anxiety.
Yeah, right?
Jesus Christ.
But oh my gosh.
All right, so our next story reads, so my house is oh my God. So my house is still probably not haunted. Okay, girl.
That's not
Whoa.
a confident start. First of all,
I'm scared for you.
I don't know this story. I don't think I believe you though.
Yeah, I feel like if this is how we're starting, no one's convinced. You're not convinced. I'm not convinced. Emily's not convinced. Like, no one.
My cat's here. Fig's not convinced either.
No one's convinced. Okay, they said. But honestly, I'm starting to think maybe it's like lightly haunted, like diet haunted, you know? Okay.
I'll take my hunting sugar-free.
Sugar-free haunted. Haunted 0.
Haunted 0. Oh my God.
So the basement door keeps opening and I swear it waits until I'm alone. Like it's got timing or something. The dog just stares at it and it makes this tiny grunt noise like he's trying to warn me but also wants no part of whatever is going on down there. Well, that's a horrible sign. Your house is definitely more than diet haunted.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with reduced sugar haunted.
Yeah, like there's a little bit of something going on. My partner keeps saying it's just pressure or humidity, but honestly, I don't know how humidity is opening a door that clicks shut so hard I have to shoulder check it sometimes. The weirdest part is how it chooses moments like I'm minding my business doing the dishes and then I hear the creak and I'm like, great, cool, there's the door again. I love how nonchalant you are about this. I would be literally burning the house down. You're just
like, it's that fuck-ass door I own. At least the dog is watching.
And it always swings open like 2 inches, never all the way, just enough to let the darkness peek out. Okay, why do you have to put it like that?
Girl,
why do you have to put it like that?
The darkness is just watching me from the basement. My house isn't haunted. Don't worry about it.
Have you seen Twitches? Were you watching Twitches when you wrote this? The darkness will find me.
Oh my God.
Anyways, like it's saying, hey, sometimes I try to ignore it and keep doing what I'm doing, but then I can feel the air from downstairs, like colder air moving past me like a draft, except the furnace is right there, so it makes no sense at all. I swear the ghost is a fan of you and your podcast. Every time I play it, especially the spooky episodes, the door gets louder and it's trying to remind me. It also listens. One time I was laughing at one of your jokes and the door fully shut itself again, not just slammed, just this slow polite close. Like I don't want to interrupt my giggling, but then 10 minutes later it opens again like, hey, remember me? The other day I thought, fine, I'll check it out. I've had enough spooky nonsense. So I grabbed my phone, flashlight, and headed down, and my dog just howled like, no, do not go down there. And I turned around real fast because I trust him more than anything. Girl, then why'd you go down?
I was gonna say, your dog is literally like, please,
please, for the love of God,
Mama,
don't sacrifice yourself to the
Mama, don't go into the darkness.
I didn't see anything that time, but I swear something smelled different down there. Kind of like old books and cold dirt.
Girl, or whoever you are, man, them.
Person. So now I just let the basement stay mysterious. If the ghost wants to keep opening the door and listening to your podcast with me, then fine, whatever. I don't move anything around because I will cry. Anyway, thanks for keeping me company when my house decides to act up. I appreciate it.
This story is literally why if I ever own like a house with a basement, that
what?
Too much for me. Oh my God.
Okay, so we have 2 confirmed ghost listeners now. The tally, I didn't even know we had 1, and now we have 2.
Listen, we're just very, very popular in the spiritual world. But like, I also find it funny that it is so polite when you're listening to our show, because so I have like two parts to my brain, right? I have the part of my brain which is like, let's go with like the logical practical answers, which like is like, okay, door opening randomly, don't know about the humidity depending on where you live, could be a draft, could also be depending on the time of year, your flooring will shift depending on the kind of ground your house is built on. There's lots of things, right? That's my one side of my brain. The other side of my brain is like, I don't believe in coincidences. If this is happening this much, I would be ultra suspicious.
Yeah, it's weird. And the fact that your dog is reacting to it, like, that's the part that freaks me out. Like, when dogs start, like, hyper-focusing on something and or, like, growling at, like, a wall, I'm like, no.
No.
It's time for it to be burnt to the ground,
No.
actually.
See, and I will just add this in. I know it's slightly different because I have cats. There has never been a time where my cats have been staring at something and I've not been able to see what they're looking at. So if they started looking at something and I was just like,
Ugh.
I couldn't see anything there, I know something is there. Like that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's so creepy to me. I thankfully have not experienced that yet with my own dog. But if he ever starts, like, looking down the basement, I'm moving. It's gone.
I was gonna say you're moving
It's
in,
done.
so you're moving into a new place that does have a basement. But I'm saying
Yes.
we have our friend who comes with us all the time. He can just keep it. That can be his, and we'll just not
No,
say
'cause
anything.
I have to live there. I have to go down in the basement and, like, do the laundry. Like, I can't do that.
Oh my gosh. But no, that is really freaky though. Like I said, I'm one of those people who definitely feels a type of way about a basement. I don't like it. It's not really my jam.
Yeah.
All right. I've got Hi girlies. I've written this story before, but it's never been on the show. I'm checking in again with the longer version because honestly the first one didn't even cover half of what happened. I love details.
Well,
Let's go.
now is your time, girly pop.
Yep. And so me and my buddies do this camping trip every year, real deep in the bush, where your phone has one bar if you stand on a rock. Which, that's the kind of camping that I usually do. Jen doesn't, but
No.
I see the vision. I see the vision.
I used to, and I never will again.
Jen's like, I learned my lesson.
I like hotels.
They are nice. And pray it was one of those nights that felt too quiet to start, like even before the lights showed up. The forest felt weird, like it was waiting for something, and the air had that electric cold where your breath comes out thick and white and your fingers start to go numb, even through the gloves. Have you ever had a night like that before when you're camping? Like just a purely unsettling experience?
Oh, absolutely. Why do you think I don't go camping anymore?
That's fair and valid. For me, I remember it would have been back when I was with the unnamed military program. I had a very unreal night where like the air was just a little bit too quiet, but it felt weird and all these different things. We ended up getting hit with a crazy fucking storm in the middle of the night. And since then I'm like, I don't trust any of this. And I like to tent. Double no trust. So the force felt weird, like it was waiting for something, and the air had that electric cold where your breath comes out thick and white and your fingers start to go numb even through the gloves. We made a fire and we're telling stories, nothing serious, just stupid stuff from high school, but then the fire flickered in this strange way, like the flames leaned sideways. Ugh. We all noticed it because we all stopped talking at the same time, and that's when the lights started weaving through the trees. Shut up. I'm so fucking scared right now. Not flashlights, not lanterns, nothing human. They were just bright and smooth, and they moved like they had their own minds, like fish in water. The way they swayed, blue, white, and so clear that when one passed behind a tree, you could see the glow bend around the trunk like it was wrapping the forest in light.
Ooh.
Whoa. Okay, first comment. This actually reminds me so much. I don't know if you remember this. I covered spirits that are known as will-o'-the-wisps like a long time ago.
Okay.
Like I think honestly within like our first like year of doing the show, this is description-wise almost identical to what they're supposed to look like. And that's not a good sign, just to be clear.
Oh god, I hate that. For this person.
I'm so fucking scared. Okay.
Well, they made it out because they wrote the story multiple times apparently.
I'll keep going. So, my buddy tried filming again and again, but every time a light got near him, his phone would glitch and the screen went went green, lines buzzing, and then would shut itself off. He tried 3 different times and then he gave up because he felt sick every time the light got too close to him. I should mention something
Ooh.
else too. The lights made no noise, not even a hum, just silence, and then that silence spread. You know how a forest is always making noise even when you don't think about it? Well, all that sound vanished. No wind, no bugs, no crackle from the fire. We even tried tossing a log in and it didn't make a sound when it landed, almost like somebody had hit mute on everything.
That's fucking spooky.
I'm being so real with you. If I was on this camping trip and this happened to me, I would swear, like, up and down, I'd be like, the Grim Reaper's coming for me. Like, this is the end.
You know what I would do? I would pick up all of my things really calmly, put them in the back of my car, and drive away.
Girl, if they're deep bush camping with no
I'm going home.
signal, and it's the middle of the night, they ain't going nowhere. You're safest where your butt is.
I'm telling you, I'm going home.
You're like
I'm
home
leaving.
I'll find it.
Yeah, like they're not coming for me. I'm leaving.
Oh my god, I would literally be shitting my britches. Like at that point, I would have just accepted my death. I'd be like, you know what? I get it now.
It is what it is, I guess.
This is why we do not go bush camping. Except for I probably will and am and still will bush camp in the years to come.
You never learn.
I know. Hit mute on everything. That silence was worse than the lights. Honestly, it felt like the whole world was holding its breath. One of the lights stopped moving and hovered in the trees maybe 10 feet off the ground. The glow got brighter and brighter until we could see our shadows stretch long across the ground. I swear I felt something in my chest, like a vibration, but nothing outside was moving. My friend whispered we should go, but he sounded far away like he was underwater, and no one else talked. We just stared. Then all at once the light blinked out, and the others faded like they were being pulled backwards into the trees. The silence stayed for a few more seconds, and then everything slammed back. The fire crackled loud enough to make us jump. The wind came through the branches. An owl screamed somewhere far off. It was like nature hit play again. None of us slept.
Obviously.
I would argue, I don't know if I would sleep ever again.
Yeah, that would be it for me.
Period. We all just sat by the fire till sunrise, waiting for something else to happen. I hate that when you're like waiting and you're like, something else has got to happen, right?
Like waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Literally.
Yeah.
When the sun finally came up, we packed in record time and didn't talk much on the drive back. Every time you two cover anything UFO or weird lights or stuff in the woods, I was also thinking UFO. That was going to be my next comment at the end. I think about that night and I keep wondering what we saw and if it meant anything or if we just stumbled into someone else's territory. I don't think the lights were meant for us, but I think they noticed us anyways.
Oh, I hate that.
3 comments. So first one, so reminds me of the Will-O-Wisp episode that we did. Second thing is definitely this rings for a lot of like UFO sightings that people report is strange lights, though not normally ground level or in the woods. Woods, yes, but not quite in the way that you've described. So that's interesting on its own. Third thing that I have is actually sometimes people who are into spiritualism type stuff will talk about seeing what you've just described, but as more of like a physical manifestation of like nature energy. So that's also interesting, specifically to the way you described them moving and how they interacted with electricity is all very like there's like a big area of like people who do and like learn about spiritualism stuff who think and say those things as well, or see and say and think these things as well. So that is also very, very interesting.
Right? I feel like Emily's like getting excited. She's like, it's a UFO or the wisps or it's nature.
I don't know what it is specifically. The episodes we've done too, where it's always like people who are like in the woods and have an unsettling experience. It just has that little extra edge of like unease and horror to it. I think too because of where Jen and I are from, there's a very big camping culture.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a little close to home.
It definitely is. Lots of bush campers in our neck of the woods.
Hell yeah.
All right, so our next story reads, I used to work in the university library. There was this reading room that everyone said had a ghost professor. That's so fun. I love a ghost professor.
Hot.
One evening, I heard someone whisper behind me, telling me I put a book in the wrong place. Nobody was there, but the book really did belong somewhere else. Sometimes when I listen to your paranormal episodes, I think about that night, the lamps glowing, the room empty and quiet, and that voice helping me finish shelving. Aww, at the ghost is being helpful. That's so kind of it.
Helpful, standing behind you, helping you put a book on a shelf. Still seems hot to me. I don't know.
Yeah, hot ghost professor. Damn, girl, you lucky.
Jen's like looking out of like the side of her eye. I mean, she's like, yes. So hot. You fucking weirdo.
Sign me up. What university? I need to go back to school.
You're like, and what's the name of that university again? Just purely for scientific reasons. But no, I do find
Asking
that
for a friend.
I do find that really neat. Although I will just add, it always is like a little extra. I don't know what the right word is. Whenever we do stories where it's somebody who's died in their place of work and their ghost is still there, I'm just like, ooh.
That's eternal torture.
If I died and my ghost lived in the office forever, I think I'd kill myself again.
I'd be so pissed
Not
if
my
I had
first
to like
choice.
go into work every day as a ghost.
Could you? Oh my god! Like, so that's like another thing. I do kind of feel bad for him, but also could be worse. I guess could be worse.
At least he doesn't work at like an Amazon factory or something.
Hey, I mean, at least you'd always be looking at stuff. You'd be busy. I feel like that's a lot of people. Always something to do.
That's true.
Okay. Hi, Wheel of Crime crew. So I'm writing from Red Deer, Alberta, and I used to do long haul trucking, and I swear this happened for real, no joke. Holla!
Ooh, a fellow Canadian's in the
Yes, a fellow Albertan has dropped in the chat, folks. One cold night, I'm driving, and this dude is just standing on the side of the road waving at me like he already knew that I would stop. I let him in because that's what I used to do sometimes. He didn't say a word, though, not one. I blinked for maybe half a second and boom, he was gone. Seatbelt still clipped. Door still locked, nothing touched. I still listen to your show on the road and I keep thinking maybe someone else got the same hitchhiker. Dude, first of all, creepy as fuck. Second of all, usually it's women who are like the ghost hitchhikers. So you are already very unique, my friend, for having a male hitchhiker that you picked up who just disappeared.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I'd be curious on where they were trucking from where this happened, because I know at least from when I used to work up in Fort McMurray, apparently before you get to where the highway twins, because it's like or I could be remembering this wrong. The guy who told me that basically before the highway got twinned, there was this huge accident, and there supposedly is a ghost hitchhiker on that road. So I'm curious on if this is the same one.
Oh, well, you'll have to let us know in like the follow-up, dear listener, because that would be really interesting.
Wouldn't it?
All right, our next story reads, I was living alone in a basement apartment, tiny space, barely enough for a bed and a table. One night, my cat jumped onto my chest and hissed at the window. I saw fingers pulling the screen up slow, like they were savoring it. Sorry?
Shut up. The way I immediately got like tingling in my throat. It could be because I'm sick and or allergic to something. But that is so fucking spooky.
I screamed so loud it hurt. The police said the footprints went all around the building like the person had been checking windows for days, and your show helped a lot, weirdly. I will listen to you two laughing and telling stories and made me feel not so alone after something so terrifying.
Days.
Shut
the fuck up. My spirit would
I feel like that actually happens a lot. Like, when I was living in a basement apartment a few years ago around Christmas, it was like right after Christmas. So, you know, I live in a big city, so lots of people out of town, you know, around that time. And I literally was sitting on our couch, and I turned to my left, and there's like a big window that's on the ground floor, and I saw a man looking in, and I like left my body. I was so fucking scared. And then he was scared when he like saw me and realized that I was home and looking at him. And I was like, oh my God. So I completely understand.
You can't be looking at people's windows and then be surprised when you see a human being in there. Like, what is wrong with these people?
Well, he was definitely trying to like clock the place and see if
your house. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, so I completely understand your POV, dear listener, because it's terrifying.
I am glad though that Kitty was on it though. Kitty saw fingers coming through the window and said, "Not tonight, bitch."
Literally. Your cat was like, hell no.
Which, I don't know who they are. Give them a big old kiss from me, because damn.
Yeah.
Also, glad that you listened to the show, and I'm noticing a theme where people are saying that we apparently we're funny. I don't know.
Huh?
Are you sure?
Cute?
I mean, I guess I could take. I guess I could take the compliment if you're insisting on it.
Yeah, I totally didn't mean to pick somebody with so many compliments. Damn.
Damn. Okay.
I just was breezing through the hater ones.
Yeah. Well, I am glad though that we can help people in their times of struggle and strife. Though, even though we literally talk about people being dismembered more very regularly, so this is good. Oh gosh.
You know what? Whatever helps.
Right? Okay. So then we have, "Hey ladies, I'm a 29-year-old female and I've been debating writing in for a while now, but low-key keep talking myself out of it because I feel like I'm crazy, but maybe not. Also relatable. Damn." So
same, girl.
Yeah.
I have the same inner monologue every single day.
Literally every single day. So I don't know, you can be the judge, I guess. LOL. Fair enough. Okay, so my whole ordeal with mirrors started, I'm apparently just adding in my own words now. Okay, so my whole deal with mirrors started when I was a kid, maybe 7 or 8. I grew up on this old farmhouse with a long hallway upstairs, the kind that echoes, even if you're barefoot. I read that right. Echoes even if you're barefoot, yes. There was this huge mirror at the end of the hall with a wooden frame so dark it almost looked burnt. My mom always told me to not stare into it too long and definitely don't look into it at night, but she never said why.
Okay, your mom's like, it's haunted. Just so you know.
I just gotta say though, for Jen, low-key, high-key, does this not also sound like how my mom talks to me about stuff?
Yeah, she's like, listen, honey, don't think about it too long. It's definitely haunted, but just don't think about it.
Literally ridiculous. So anyways, but she never said why. The first time it happened, I was running to my room and glanced at the mirror without meaning to, and I saw me, but older, like teenage me, but really tired, and her mouth moved like she was trying to tell me something. I got so scared I tripped and scraped my elbow, and my mom came running when I told her what happened. She got this look like she knew exactly what I saw, and she told me to never speak to my mirror version of myself. I didn't sleep in the...
Okay, that's fucking spooky. I don't like that.
Very, 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 very spooky. And also not where I thought this story was going. You know what it's giving? It's giving Coraline. Like, you know how she steps into that mirror and there's all those ghost children who are trapped inside the mirror?
Yeah.
Freaky.
Ooh.
Freaky.
See, it's giving Oculus to me, like your shadow version.
Your shadow self?
Yeah. Oof.
I didn't sleep in that hallway for months. You were sleeping in the hallway, girl? Why?
Girl, like, what's happening in your house?
Did I miss something? Why are you sleeping in the hallway?
That seems like a whole other can of worms, girl.
Now I'm like really worried that I skipped something. Like my mattress is in the hallway.
The ghost brought me outside, actually.
Actually, I don't have a bedroom. The ghost actually just made me sleep in the hallway. They said that the first one happened. I was running to my room and glanced at the mirror. So I don't know why they're sleeping in the hallway. I'm going to assume that's a typo. I did not sleep in the hallway for months.
Well, good.
Good. I recommend bedrooms, personally, or the occasional living room.
If you're feeling crazy.
From time to time. It didn't happen again for a long time. When I hit middle school, I avoided that mirror completely. If I needed something from upstairs, I'd keep my head down and run like the floor was lava. Eventually, the whole thing faded into that maybe I imagined it memory space. And fast forward to when I was 16 and my parents got separated, and my parents separated the night before my dad moved out. I walked past the mirror because I was upset and not really thinking she was there again. Not teen me this time, but grown me. Same face, same eyes. But she had a weird, sad smile like she knew what was coming. Her hand lifted like she wanted to touch the glass. I ran downstairs crying, and mom just hugged me and said, "It's because big things are happening." What do you mean,
Oh.
mom? What do you mean your future self keeps visiting you in the mirror because big things are happening? Mom.
That is so fucking scary.
She's like, yeah, honey, this just happens where our ghost selves premonition ourselves through this fuck ass mirror. Mom, what do you mean, Mom?
Can we get rid of the mirror then? Like, I don't know.
Mom! Anyways, I really want to make sure I didn't skip anything because there's a lot happening. It's because big things are happening. I didn't know what that meant, but it scared me even more after that, and I refused to go upstairs at night at all. I made my little brother get stuff for me. Girl, so relatable.
Yeah.
So relatable. Jen is the youngest sibling. She doesn't get it, but I have 5 of them. I have had many a times where I've been too scared or not wanting to do something, and I'm like, fetch me this.
It is your time to die.
It is your job. I made my little brother get stuff for me because I wouldn't walk past the mirror, and the older I got, the more I convinced myself that it was hallucinations or whatever. I moved out at 18 and didn't see anything like that again for 11 years until last year. I'm 29 now, and I went through a really awful breakup, the kind that breaks your ribs from the inside, and I moved into a new apartment, and guess what? It had a giant mirror in the bedroom closet, and I thought, okay, fine, new mirror, new life, whatever. So I've been reading these stories by like scrolling up one line at a time so I don't spoil myself ahead of time.
Uh-huh.
This is so fucking scary, dude.
I'm nervous.
But one night I was sitting on the floor crying, the kind of crying where you can't even breathe. And when I looked up, I saw her again. Me, but older again. Like the version of me who had lived something worse than I was living. And her expression wasn't sad this time. It was angry. Like she was mad at me for something I hadn't done yet. She mouthed something and I couldn't tell what it was. Or she'd mouthed something and I couldn't tell what. I slammed the closet door shut so hard that the mirror rattled. It happened twice more after that, once when I quit my job and once when my grandfather died. Every time it was during some big emotional hit, and every single time the mirror me looked older, like she was years ahead of me. I finally covered the mirror with a sheet, but sometimes I swear I hear the closet door creak open on its own, like she's shifting behind it. And I know how this sounds, I really do. Writing it makes me feel like I'm confessing to a crime. I still don't understand, or I don't understand. I still listen to The Wheel of Crime when I can't sleep. It helps background the fear somehow. Like if other people have weird experiences, maybe I'm not losing it. Anyways, that's my confession. I don't know if she's trying to warn me or to punish me or just watch me, but I don't look in mirrors at night anymore at all.
I mean, me either, but mine's because I got afraid of Bloody Mary when I was young, so...
Just like, that's the childhood trauma.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm also slightly traumatized by your story because that is so fucking freaky. Secondly, I'm like, every time one of our listeners submits a story, it always just like, because I've covered so many of these different things, it always like dings off weird little bells in my brain.
Yeah.
I don't remember which episode, but we did talk about once where it's a whole belief in many cultures, or at least for sure I know in a few of them, where mirrors are seen as portals to just something else on the other side. So this is why you're not supposed to have mirrors that face each other, because if mirrors are portals and they're facing each other, that means that you're drawing something from the other side into your living space. So the fact also that there's this large mirror, your mom knows exactly what you're talking about, and you keep having these experiences. Like if I'm looking at it from what I know of like supernatural knowledge,
yeah,
I would go with either this is like you, but from a different timeline, I guess. Like you that lived through a different reality of different decisions, and this is how you can interact with them. But for them to be this much older than you as well every time that you see them is also very freaky for me. It's almost like a warning.
Yeah. Ugh. And especially if it's like specifically popping up during like traumatic events.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
And
that
that it
at
ages up
all.
to be older than you every time that you see her. Like, I would be
Yeah.
looking at that
Ugh.
as definitely some kind of spiritual warning, but then I would be half questioning whether or not this is even you from this reality, or if it's somebody on the other side who's pretending to be you.
Yeah, like that seems a little demonic to me. I don't know.
Doesn't it? So, I don't know.
And also, can your mom just tell you what the fuck is going on?
Moms don't
Like,
do
she seems
that.
to know
They
something.
just don't do that. You've met mine. They don't do that.
Okay, but like, girl, my mirror self is being a little fucking cryptic right now. I need my mom to like step up.
Yeah. See, my recommendation, drink some sage, wear some sage, bathe in sage, spray
Can you
around some
drink
sage,
sage?
definitely burn some sage, do something because that's a lot.
Sage it up.
Yeah, you gotta sage it
Sage
up.
it up.
Sage it up. That's what I would do. I'd be like, you know
Order that
what?
shit in
We're starting
bulk.
over. Sage it up.
Jesus. Oh, lordy. All right. Okay, we both have one more story for you, so I'll tell you our next one. They say, writing from Maine, love your show. I did some contracting work for this older guy, real quiet, lived alone. One day he didn't answer his door for our appointment. House smelled off, mailbox stuffed. I called for help. Place was empty. Breakfast half eaten. Keys in truck. Nobody ever saw him again. Your missing persons episodes always make me think of him.
Oh,
I'm like, yeah, that
weird.
sounds straight up like a missing person.
Yeah, that is a straight up missing person. Like,
He's gone. Like, have we looked for him? Has there been a search? Because I feel like
Weird.
maybe we should look.
Well, and I always get a little bit extra. Like, I always ask extra questions too. Because this listener, did they say that it's an older man? Yeah, an older guy.
Yeah, older guy, real quiet, lived
Um,
alone.
I was reading an article the other day that was actually talking about how a fair amount of missing people are usually either old, like older, or younger. And for the older people, it's usually because they're having onset mental conditions like dementia, and then they get lost, and then they pass away in the woods somewhere, or just straight up they just don't want to be found again, and that's just it. They're like, whoop, I'm gone, I'm out.
That's so weird.
That is really weird.
Like, I can't imagine just like one day being like, I don't know. Like, I always find it really interesting the people who choose to go missing. Obviously, like, we don't know if that's the case for this guy. Like, I hope he's okay.
Yes.
But like, it is interesting, like, the mindset of people who choose to go missing and stay missing.
Yes. I feel like we talked a little bit about the psychology of that when you did your episode on the Gone Girl, right? I think that's what it's called.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sharon.
Yes. I was like, this also feels very familiar.
I wonder if that's the episode they were listening to as well.
It could be,
We'll never
yeah.
know.
No, yeah, missing persons cases are always, they always just have a little, I don't know, it's one of those ones where you just always have more questions than answers. But who's to say?
Yeah. All right, Emily, take it away with our final story. Our last little episode, or our last bit of this episode for this year. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Just go.
You've got it, Christmas Captain
Just-
Jen.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry.
Ignore me.
I'm on it. I'm on it. But I will just add in here, I did not realize when you said writing from Maine for the last listener story that you meant Maine the place. I thought you meant like
Yeah,
Maine
like
account.
state.
And I was like,
No, like the state.
I understand now. See, Emily's chronically online. It's the brain rot.
There we go.
Hi, ladies. Love the listeners' episodes. Me too. So here's my contribution. I'm 32 years old now, but this happened when I was 14, which is a terrible age to exist, breathe, think, or do literally anything. Hell yeah. I mean, not really hell yeah, like woohoo, but yeah.
I literally
you've got facts.
could not agree more.
You've got facts.
Yeah, like That's so accurate.
Yes. It is an even worse age to get arrested abroad.
What?
I'm starting to think
Yeah.
that your 14 years old was actually a lot worse than my 14
And then
years
ours.
old. Oh my God. Okay. So my family took this huge trip to the UK because my mom was obsessed with castles. Relatable.
Relatable.
And my dad kept talking about real British beer like it was going to change his life.
Men.
Literally,
Men.
I was like, I'm hearing there's so much truth happening right now. So much truth. We were doing all of the tourist nonsense, and one afternoon we wandered into this massive souvenir shop in London, the kind with blasting pop music, a million keychains, and employees who all looked like they had spiritually checked out 2 hours before their shift even started, probably because it did. I was 14, insecure, and basically running on pure cringe energy. Then that is 14, my friend.
Yeah, I think that's everyone.
14-year-old. I wanted everything in that store. Well, of course.
I mean,
I don't want to do math because I can't in my brain. But I feel like if you were 14 and in England in the era that I think you were in, British stuff was like wildly popular at this point.
Yeah.
If I'm right on this.
Well, like the keep calm, carry on. That shit was popping.
Absolutely. There were these little silver rings with fake gemstones. I picked one up to try it on. I don't know what snapped in my brain, but I slipped it into my pocket like I was starring in some low-budget teen heist movie. This was funny.
Girl.
I wasn't even thinking. I was trying to impress my older cousin who kept saying that shoplifting was easy. What, were they there? Actually, I was 14 once. They didn't need to be there. That was a dumb question.
Yeah, no.
I knew the
You
answer
could tell
to
them about it later, and that was enough.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Spoiler alert, she lied. We walked around for maybe 10 more minutes, and then the security guard tapped my shoulder and just went, "Come with me, please." My soul left my body. My dad froze like a statue. My cousin took 2 steps back like she had never seen me before in her life.
Oh, what a bitch.
That is such an older cousin thing to being like, you did what? That's crazy.
Scandalous. After like fucking egging you on.
I can't believe you would literally. So shitty. So shitty.
Oh, what a bitch.
Total snake behavior. Facts. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, literally.
They walked me into this little office in the back with a flickering light and posters warning people not to steal stuff. The guard asked if I had anything in my pockets. Uh-oh. I opened my mouth to lie and instead immediately started crying. Like a toddler who dropped their ice cream. He pulled this ring out like it was evidence from a crime show and started using words like theft and police. And I was like, yeah, cool. I'm going to the UK jail forever. Goodbye, world. And yep, the police did show up. Shut up. 2 officers.
For a ring?
I think they call them constables in the UK. It doesn't matter. I just know things sometimes, I think. They were actually pretty calm, but I was still losing my mind. I had never even gotten detention, and I was being detained in a foreign country for a £3 ring. Hang on. I don't know currency conversions from like however many years ago.
That's like $5.
Yeah, that can't be
it's
more
like
than
$5 Canadian dollars.
That's ridiculous. My mom cried. My dad looked disappointed. Yeah, because he literally flew like 15 hours probably for beer.
He's like, I just wanted a beer.
Yeah.
You had to ruin it for me, kid.
My mom cried. My dad looked disappointed in 17 different languages, and I sat there trying not to puke. They took my name, wrote up some kind of official report, and then told me that since I was 14 and not violent, I wasn't going to court or anything.
They were just trying to scare
officers.
you.
I really hope they were trying to scare you, because if they were trying to officially at 14 put on your record that you're a fucking criminal, I got beef with these guys. But they did have to formally detain me and escorted me out of the store. So yeah, technically I was arrested in London because I wanted cheap jewelry. I was mortified. Then they made me apologize to the manager. The manager was this older woman with steel gray hair and the exact vibe of somebody who had seen every kind of nonsense. She lectured me for so long, I think I leveled up emotionally just listening to her. Oh my god, getting reamed out by a stranger is another level of embarrassment also. She said, "You will remember this moment every time you make a choice in the future." What was she, a witch?
Jesus Christ.
She put a fucking curse on you. She's like, "You will remember cheap jewelry theft every day of your life."
This will haunt you.
Yeah. And honestly, she wasn't wrong. She is.
Yeah, it's because you were cursed.
The curse of cringe. It follows us everywhere. I think if you were of age to have a Tumblr, that's just our cross to bear, I think.
Yeah.
And honestly, she wasn't wrong. I still think about it way too often, and my cousin never admitted that she hyped me up. Of course, because she's a bitch.
Yeah, she is a bitch. Holy shit.
My parents never let me forget it. They wouldn't. And I spent the rest of that trip being the politest shopper on earth. I would literally say sorry to mannequins. Anyways, I listen to The Wheel of Crime now, and every time a shoplift, I like how we're a part of your victory arc from shoplifting at 14 to whatever. I listen to The Wheel of Crime now. I'm a changed woman.
That's the fucking funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm crying.
Anyways, I listen to The Wheel of Crime now, and every time a shoplifting story comes up, I feel like you're calling me out personally. You know
Emily
what?
does look
Now
like a
that
witch.
I think about it, I do think we go in a little bit on people who shoplift about how stupid they are. I feel like that is something we've done.
Listen, if you're gonna do it, you have to at least be smart about it. So many people, like, I think it was one of the last listener story episodes we did, and they were talking about how, like, their husband got caught stealing from, like, Target or something, and, like, was just, like, taking a bunch of stuff, like, and I'm like, dude, like, they're gonna catch you.
They're gonna get you.
Yeah, they're gonna get you.
To be fair, Jen and I don't roast all people who steal. Those people from France who thieved the Louvre or whatever that was.
That's funny.
That was, you know what? Do I believe that the theft of priceless artifacts to just be sold on the black market is a shame? Yes.
Yes.
The fact that they got away with it the way they did?
Iconic.
Legends, really, truly. Super iconic. So, not all shoplifters, but you just gotta be smart about it.
I don't know that I would call those guys from the Louvre shoplifters.
We do not support shoplifting unless it's cool. But I did not say
that. Yeah. A wink.
Wink. It's fine though. I deserve it. That ring practically shaped my adolescence. The funniest part, I still have it. Oh, wait. Not the stolen one. Okay. I had a hot minute there where I was like, you didn't walk out with this stolen 3-pound ring, did you? Fucking balls on this 14-year-old.
The police took it from you.
Obviously. I went back years later on a different trip and bought the same kind. It felt like closing the loop, you know? Oh, that's kind of cute. I would do that too. I feel like if I was in this situation, I could see that. So yeah, that's my tiny crime confession. I hope it gives you a laugh. It's really funny now that I'm old enough not to burst into tears thinking about it. Aww.
Honestly, it did make me laugh, so congratulations.
It did make us laugh. And honestly, I love that we're just a part of your victory arc.
I love being a part of someone's lore, you know? The dead grandpas are listening to us. The people who steal are listening to us. This is my dream.
To us. This is all we've ever really wanted.
Yeah, I just want the dead and the criminals to listen to me, and that's all I've ever wanted.
That's really the whole reason Jen came up to me and said, "Hey, Emily, we need to start a podcast." Back in 2018 was for this specific reason. Yeah. So
okay, we can stop recording now, guys.
Oh my god. But no, thank you guys though for joining us on our journey here of little Wheel of Crime episodes throughout the year. It's been it's been a journey. We love you guys. We appreciate you.
But yeah, that brings us to the end of our listener episodes, and just so everyone knows, we are taking next week off for the holidays because
Christmas.
it's busy. But we will be back on, I believe, January 2nd with a new episode.
We sure will be. And by the time you listen to us again, Jen will have had a birthday.
Yeah. Wow.
So exciting. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I'm trying to think about wait. What other holidays are at this time of year? Hanukkah? I feel like Hanukkah happens before.
Yeah, I think so. And then Kwanzaa sometimes.
Happy Yuletide.
Happy holidays for whatever you celebrate.
For each and every one of us.
Oh.
Jen's like looking at me. She's like, "Do we know what happens?" No. So basically, I guess I'll do our closing notes. But my last ones of the year. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. All right. Well, if you liked listening to today's episode, as always, reviewing the podcast is appreciated, and we appreciate you guys as well. Then we have our email, which is wheelofcrime@gmail.com. As we said earlier in the episode, please only send your hate mail to that address, so it is actually hate mail. That would be excellent.
We appreciate it.
We have our social media, which is Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok, all at Wheel of Crime. We have our website, which is www.wheelofcrime.com. Then we have our Patreon, which is Wheel of Crime at Patreon, and we are going to keep that Google form up if you're listening to any one of our show or listen to this episode and you said, "Hey, I did not realize you guys are so fun." Then you can
everyone just loves us,
your episode or your story to get featured on our next listeners episode, because we do them seasonally. I feel seasonally, celebratorily for the holidays, kind of sometimes.
We'll probably do another one around Valentine's Day, so if you have any good lover stories, scorned lovers,
yes,
crimes you've committed against your lovers,
criminal
ghost lovers.
Yeah, ghost lovers, because those are hot.
Let us know. Grandpa and grandma are making out. I want to hear about
are your
it.
Dead relatives listening? We want to hear about it. So yeah, just give us the deets, and should we get enough stories, or should you guys write in and we can formulate an episode in time? You may get a feature for Valentine's Day.
Yes, and that's it. That's all. Thank you for another year of listening to our podcast. We will see you all again next year. Okay, bye.
Bye.